Hello folks, we are back again. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I gotta get done. We've got tons of retouching to get done. I'm so far behind right now. This is crazy. So this is setting us up for quite some time. Yes, I only post once a week. Gives me a little bit of backlog. I wish I had, 15 clients a week and then we could do them every single day, but I don't have that many clients. So once a week works for me. Let's start us off with our prep script, which gets our frequency sub layers going. I am using a Wacom table just like every other professional out there, and I think I'm running into the same problems that every other professional out there uses or gets when they're using a Wacom tablet, and that is gestures. I've never used the gestures before. Maybe I'm the only one that's experiencing this because I'm the only one that's using gestures, but the gestures aren't working. So like touching the touchpad with two fingers and rotating is supposed to rotate the canvas, which it kind of does. Pinching is supposed to do zooming, and then two fingers dragging left and right and up and down is supposed to like pan the canvas around. But they've got it weird. The rotate one works okay, but like I said, it could use some speeding up. It's too slow. The reaction time is way too slow. But pinching and zooming. Let me see if I can turn touch on. Pinching and zooming actually scrolls up and down. I'm doing this with my fingers and it's scrolling up and down, so that is definitely not right. If I do two fingers and I slide up and down, then that zooms. Weird. But if I go side to side with two fingers, that pans side to side. What did I do now that actually did? No, it wasn't that, was it? If I do Alt, hold the Alt key, two fingers up and down, then I pan up and down, but I can't go, I can go side with side as well. So Alt key will let me do the pan around, but pinch still does vertical scroll, go figure. And then two fingers without the Alt key does the zoom. So touch is now off. We are not doing touch. I actually had a chat with Wacom about this, and I can't stand chat support or email support. It is so painfully slow trying to get an answer or solve a problem that is a technical problem. So who knows, I might just give up on the whole gesture approach and just stick with the old school. So I'm going to start off with the texture layer. We are on the current layer. We're with the healing brush, and I'm just going to get rid of some texture here, which is just the lines on the neck, some crease lines here. Happens as we get older. Taking the advantage to get rid of some of those hair strands that are just kind of crossing over as well. They're out of place, really. Was that a little hot pixel sitting right there? Look at that. Look at that. Tap and get over that, and there's another one. I gotta see about pixel remapping. Apparently the Z7 II has pixel remapping in it, and maybe I just need to do it more often. I tell you one thing that I did see on the release of the Z9, which is very cool, I wish the Z7 II had it, was that little protective shutter curtain that drops down when you pop the lens off. I don't know why mirrorless cameras from day one did not have that. It dumbfounded me. I have a Blackmagic as well, Pocket 4K. You take the lens off of that thing and bam, right in front of your face, and the flange, the depth is so shallow that that sensor is right there, right out in front. You could you know, put a lens on, even on a weird bad angle, and you could crash in the mount. You could crash the mount directly onto the sensor. It's pretty scary. So yeah, why, you know, seeing the Z9 have that little sensor protector shield thing come down, that was pretty cool. I thought that was a really good idea. Hi Dragris, by the time I can buy a new camera, it's going to be the Z22. Yep, zoom out a bit. We'll get back in a little too far out, and I'm just going to go through here and knock off just some textures. She's got some really great skin. She takes care of herself. It's very clear, and she also took advantage of my makeup artist. So this is the benefit of having the makeup artist on hand. That's another reason. So this was a part of a corporate group shoot. I just touched on that in another video I did a while back on how I do group corporate shoots a little bit differently, in that I actually book individual sessions with the employees. So it's not picture day at the office. It's, no, we're taking this seriously, and this is going to be your image, and your image is our company. So we are going to actually invest in getting good headshots done of our staff. It's interesting. It always kind of goes in the reverse, and I'm going to actually figure out how I can tie this into my marketing. Take it if you want, if you want to do the same thing. Companies, you know, if somebody is caught on social media doing something that a company doesn't like, or doesn't kind of jive with the company mission statement or something like that, they, you know, will terminate that employee. But when it comes to a headshot, it's just like, no, go and get that $50 one around the corner. Better yet, just give us your passport picture. I'm sorry. Hiccup. So yeah, so with the benefit of them coming into the studio is they have access to book my makeup artist if they would like, which she did. Very cool lady, very fun session, had a great time. Look at that hair, it's unbelievable. There's a lot of strays that are going around. While she does take care of her hair very well, or her skin very well, her hair has seen some battles. I don't know if I have the time to go through and really hit all of this kind of stuff without really causing a lot of chunkies going on in there. If this was going to be a magazine kind of print, then yeah, you'd spend that kind of time. But this is a headshot. It's going to go on LinkedIn, small spaces like that. So we're going to be okay, I think. We'll clean up a lot of these guys around here, and we'll come back and hit that with the mixer brush to get rid of that color as well. This guy I might get rid of. That is my approach for tackling hair, is not going the direction of the hair that I want to get rid of, but instead going the direction that the hair is currently growing in. And I seem to have had better results doing it that way. Hair is not an easy thing to do. Hair retouching, that kind of thing. Like, you really have to get right in here and get really, really fine with it. And then it's like you can't even tell that anything was done. If you can hear the clicking going on, it's because I have a gamer pad. It's a Razer, was it Tartarus? The Tartarus V2. And I just map different keys to that. I mentioned it in another video, but I'm gonna say it again. So yeah, I have the Alt key on one of the buttons, and it's I can't remember what they call the key types, but they're very clicky. And they can kind of get very loud, but it doesn't seem to bother me too much. All right, little strand of hair down here. Guys. There we go. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's go and get our color layer and get our mixer brush going here. I want to get rid of that little blemish there. We're gonna just blur this, the remnant of this crease line here. She's got some red blotchy skin going on here. I may actually run the portrait filter on this after the fact. What I can do the brush technique by, if I add a new layer, can I clip to a clip? I can do a clip to a clip, so that's cool. Brush, I'm going to go into color mode. I'm going to pick the kind of color that I want, which is around that color. And that's too much. What happened there? Oh, my flow is at 50%. Let's try 2% flow. Very soft brush. Oh, I had my pressure sensitivity on for size, which is not what I wanted. Oh, crack the neck. What's another way we could do this now? Was it hue? Or not? Don't necessarily want to change like the luminosity of things, which I think color was kind of doing it. So hue might have been a better option, actually. Let me see. Nick out of the way. Brush tool, brush tool, brush tool. Back up to here. Yeah, create clipping, so that's good. So we're set to hue, 2% flow. See, Adobe got rid of the, oh god, what do they call it again? It was the color palette thing. It shows you like harmonies and stuff like that. It was actually pretty cool tool. I wish they never pulled it out of Photoshop, because what you could do here is take a sample of that skin tone, find the exact opposite of the color, and then come in with a hue at a very low pass, and then just counteract that that off hue in a way. Let's see what happens if I actually okay, I'm just gonna float it here. Let's say that's the opposite. What happens if we, let's take it down to 1%. It's kind of taking the, well, that's kind of turning our zombie alike, so maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe maybe opacity is too high as well. Maybe let's take that down. Let's go down to like, I don't know, 50% opacity. Let's see how that changes. What if we change the blending modes? So what if we say underlying layer is this line here? putting this color in, or this hue in. Play around with that blending mode a bit more and we'll see what we get. Yeah, not feeling it. This is how we try different things, right? Try different things. I'll do the beauty on it, and that'll just kind of help seal, blend the tones together. Where's my mix? Try and smooth some of that chunkiness out. Doing very subtle, small kind of wiggles on these because I just want to get rid of like the choppy tones that are in there. The portrait plugin is going to take care of all the rest of all of that very, very well. Let's get the healing brush on the texture layer again. Just want to get some of these crunchies up here. Sometimes you get some little pockets of base makeup and it gets a little cakey. This is done very well. I've seen much worse, and I don't think it's possible to completely avoid it. And these are such small bits that maybe I'm just being too anal. What's going on with the eyes? Do we have any real clumpies going on? Not so much. Redheads, eyelashes. It's a tough gig, man. Very light colored eyelashes most redheads have, so it's hard to put mascara on. Alrighty. I do see something up here I want to do. I do this on a lot of shots. Just where the hair really lightens up, in where the root area is, I just kind of pull that in. Just give a little bit of a hair color job. Gets rid of those roots. And the scalp. There we go. Let's get rid of my light that is sitting here. And I think when I exported this, I totally forgot to turn off my vignette. That sucks. See if I can push it out and then I'll put it back in afterwards. So what happened here was when I put the samples out in the gallery for clients to pick from, what happens is I throw a vignette on it because that's what the finals are going to look like. And what I did is when I exported the finals, I forgot to turn that vignette off. Come on. Oh, it's because I'm painting in hue. Normal paint mode. This in. I'm going to get rid of those flyaways here anyway, so. Right. Once we're done with this, you won't even know difference, so. Alrighty. Slight just color shifts. Again, some slight reddish tones in the skin, just up on the forehead here. Can get rid of those pretty easy. Fine, just like that. Okie dokie. Let's take that layer and get rid of them because we don't need them in this round. I am going to drop the selection, run a D&B, and again get rid of these 2 layers because I don't need them. Come on, drag. You're gonna make me get my mouse. There we go. Okay, dodge. Gonna kick up those ever so slightly. And hit our eyebrows ever so slightly. Just gonna hit just a touch. And then we pull these back. Right. That's done. Let's get our magic smile going. And brush flow 100%. Fantastic script these guys have got. Makes that job so easy. Okay, there's that. F8 for my vignette, but I forgot to run an F10 before that. This sharpening script that I have, VSB, can't remember where I got it from. It works very, very good. This specific script that I was using is actually intended for 16-bit. I used to edit all my stuff in 16-bit, and then honestly I decided that, you know what, these files are just too heavy, especially when you start getting up into the 50 megapixels. So I dropped everything and now we do everything in 8-bit, but I kept the 16-bit. Wrong layer. I kept the 16-bit sharpening pass. All right, so that is a little harsh. There we go. That's better. And let's just run our raw grain on there. Still haven't got a shortcut key on that one. Wonder if I've got anything for a modified F2. I'll see that. I'll check that out and see if I've got it. If I do, I'll assign it. All right, I think we're done with that one. This one's in the books. I'm going to export that one out, and then I'm going to see. I've got, like I said, I got a whole ton that I got to do. I'll take and see if I've got some time. It's now 20 to 10 at night. I might be able to knock off one more and then hit the sack. I got a hot chocolate waiting for me here, so I'm going to down that first, and I'll see you afterwards. Out for now, peeps.